morning to all of you students. So today we want to take lectures on the MSc Physics second year, semester third. This is our departmental subject is the energy studies, and we want to see here the first module, lecture number third is energy scenario or energy resources. Okay, so last lecture we have to see here the summary of the what is the or classification of the energy resources, that is the based on the usability, based on the traditional uses, based on the cycling time, and conventional and non-conventional energy sources, and what is mean by fossil fuel also see. So that is fossil fuel is derived or extracted from the dead material of plants and animal or decaying process on this material. It is the many process of the long lifetime or many years. So that have processing of this material on the bacterial temperature and pressures. So these materials are converted into the like coal, petroleum or fossil fuel sources like this, and see the last lecture for the advantages and disadvantages of the fossil fuel. So in this lecture we want to see about the idea of the nuclear energy and hydro energy. So first point is nuclear energy. Okay, so what is mean by the nuclear energy? So that is the nuclear energy which is deriving through either the nuclear fission or nuclear fusion reactions. Okay, so nuclear energy, it is the one of the source of the electricity, and in this production of the energy, so the source like as a fuel use is the uranium 235 or uranium 233 and the plutonium 239 are used as like a fuel. Okay, so that is what is mean by nuclear energy. That energy is derived through the either nuclear fission or nuclear fusion reaction. Okay, so nuclear energy is derived from either the nuclear fission or nuclear fusion. Okay, and the isotope like isotopes like uranium 235 or uranium 233 and plutonium, that is Pu 239, these used as a nuclear fuel, used as a nuclear fuel in the nuclear reactors, used as a nuclear fuel, okay, in nuclear fission and nuclear fusion reaction. Nuclear fusion reaction. Okay, so here main points is the nuclear reaction is about what is mean by nuclear fission reaction and what is mean by nuclear fusion reaction. So meaning of the reaction in also this word, what is mean by fuse or what is mean by the fusion. So nuclear fusion reaction means that the reaction takes place, the fuse of small 2 to more atoms are get together, the fuse, and release the more amount of energy, that is mean by the nuclear fusion reaction. What is mean by that is the fuse small 2 or more than 2 atoms to each other, so that is the nuclear fusion reaction, and release the more amount of energy. What is meant by fission? So fission reaction is takes place for the small atom we have get distributed in small atoms and release the more amount of energy, that is known as the nuclear fission reaction. And this nuclear energy is considered as alternative source of the energy for the non-renewable electricity sources, and it has several flows. Around the 15% of world electricity released on the nuclear energy. So it is very greater or very great non-renewable energy resources. Okay, so nuclear energy has many advantages like this nuclear energy, that's why the greatest source of the non-renewable energy resources. Okay, or sorry, renewable energy sources. So advantages of the nuclear energy resources. So first advantages is the high efficiency level. Advantages of nuclear energy resources. So here first advantages is the high efficiency. Okay, so nuclear energy, so one of the characteristics of nuclear energy is the high efficiency, because this is due to the high density of energy produced by the nuclear power plant. So high density to produce energy in nuclear power plants. Okay, so this is the main advantages of the high efficiency. So that high density of energy produced by nuclear power plants and less fuel is required to process of the extracting nuclear energy. For example, the process of nuclear energy is of the nuclear fission and fusion. So next advantages is the abundant supply. So in abundant supply is related to the fuel like used in the nuclear power plants. So uranium, thorium or plutonium. So that is the high abundant supply to the nuclear power plants. So abundant supply. So in abundant supply, so uranium is the significant element using this. So uranium is significant element to produce the nuclear energy, and the process of nuclear fission with the world having enough supply to last 17 to 18 years for energy without interruption at the last years, so as long. So okay, so now next is the environmentally friendly. Next advantages is the environment friendly. So that because of the, you have to see that many of extracting energy processes like fossil fuel and something that, so that extracting the carbon emitted in the air from the source of the nuclear sources. Okay, so that fossil fuel extraction method, carbon materials and greenhouse gases that are released in the air that have like do the pollution, but in nuclear plant energy it does not emit the carbon or greenhouse like gases, so that's why it is the eco-friendly. So next is the low maintenance. So eco-friendly, that carbon emitted in the air various sources result to the pollution, and that's why aggregate the global warming. So unlike coal and natural gas that are the pollutants, and nuclear energy does not release the carbon dioxide and it's cleaner. So in environmentally friendly, so that nuclear energy does not produce carbon dioxide and it's cleaner. So that is nuclear energy is does not produce the carbon dioxide, is cleaner, so that's why it does not get the pollution for aggregate the global warming. So next main advantages is the low maintenance. So fourth advantages is the so in low maintenance, if we set up investing in nuclear power plants to produce energy, since these plants does not need to the regular maintenance, and as well as the operation can last between the 40 to 60 years. So that is main advantages is that these plants not need to regular maintenance. These plants not need to regular maintenance. Okay, so and there is an the assurance of sufficient supply even the demand increases. The list of disadvantages of the nuclear energy is okay. So these are the advantages we have to see here. First one is advantages: high efficiency level. So in high efficiency level, so nuclear energy plant is high efficient because it has to produce the nuclear power plant for the nuclear fission and fusion reaction. So less amount of fuel is used is there. Next one is it is the abundant supply. So that is uranium is the significant source of the element. So which have the world having the supply last to 17-18 years, so depletion is never a problem. And since nuclear power plants are capable to meeting of the nuclear power supply or demands of energy without interruption at the last years or long. Next advantages is the environment friendly because carbon emitted in the air from the various sources to result the pollution and that aggregate the global warming. So nuclear energy power plants does not emission of the carbons and in cleaner, so does not get the pollution. Next is the low maintenance. If we set up the plants of the nuclear power plant, so it has the very low maintenance because does not need to regular maintenance. So that this is the advantages of the nuclear energy power plant and the disadvantages of the nuclear energy. So we want to see here disadvantages of nuclear energy. So first advantages is the harmful. So the process of producing nuclear energy is lesser greenhouse gas emission, so it has increasing the number of nuclear reactors, which puts in the health and safety to the people living in the near of the vicinity line. So that the process producing nuclear energy is lesser greenhouse gases is produced, so that are shortly or smallly harmful, but it is harmful to the life. Next disadvantages is given the expensive. So first is harmful, so less amount of greenhouse gases is released. Second is expensive. So despite the low maintenance cost of nuclear power plant, so but it is a substantial amount of investment needed to build this power plant. So a substantial amount needed to set up or install this power plant. Okay, so what advantages is see here, the low maintenance cost. Okay, because once upon the power plant is set up, the does not need to the regular maintenance, so that's why the maintenance charge will be less, but it power plant setup is once or the substantial amount need to set up the install of this power plant. Next is the nuclear waste disposal issue. Third one is the nuclear waste disposal issue. So one of the major setback of the nuclear power plant is the lack of long-term waste disposal facilities. So the wastage are stored on the grounds of these power plants, and sooner or later so there will be no space left to contain this nuclear waste. So this is main advantages, because the waste material which have produced in the nuclear power plants, so that main point is so disposal of this material, so that is no space is there available. So wastage are stored in the grounds of these power plants. Waste material are stored on the ground of this power plant, so does not space available. Space available to dispose this material. Now next one is the leak potential. Next disadvantages is the leak potential. Leak potential, so accident can happen to despite the safety system applied to the nuclear reactors. If leak happen, the radioactive byproduct of nuclear energy is toxic and can causes the bones cancer, blood diseases and bone decay. So if leak happen, the radioactive byproduct of nuclear energy byproduct of nuclear energy is toxic and can cause burns, etc. Okay. Next disadvantages is the point of attack. Fifth disadvantages is the point of attack, and this point of attack, the nuclear plants are objective of terrorist organization. The nuclear power plants is objective of terrorist organization. Objective of terrorist terrorist organization. Okay, so this is main disadvantage of the nuclear power plants. If the nuclear power plant is are the objective for a terrorist organization, if the nuclear power plant's weapon is hands of the terrorists, so it is very dangerous issue of this power plants. So this is the disadvantages of the nuclear power plants. So next type of energy will be, see here, the hydro energy. Next type of energy is the hydro energy. So in hydro energy we have to need the huge amount of storage of water. So that storage of water in the dams. Okay, so that storage water in the dams have the more amount of potential energy. So if harvesting the hydro energy with the help of the hydroelectric power plantation, so that potential energy of water is flowing through the kinetic energy, and that kinetic energy is useful to extract the hydro energy. So hydropower is one of the oldest and cheapest source of electricity generation, and hydropower is energy capture from moving force of water. So hydro power is energy capture from moving water, and the energy can be used for various purposes like heating, lighting, so generation of electricity for our homes, businesses and industries. So it is the renewable source of energy because it doesn't consume any water, and it only harness kinetic energy from speeding water to produce electricity. So it only harnesses kinetic energy. So it only harnesses kinetic energy. It only harnesses the kinetic energy from speeding water. From speeding water. So it can only harnesses the kinetic energy of speeding water to produce electricity generation. Okay, electricity generation. So what is main mechanism is here hydroelectric energy or hydro energy. So we want to the potential energy of water, so that potential energy is converted into the kinetic energy, and that flowing of water on the turbine or armature of the system. So that turbine is rotating, that rotate the armature, and that have numbers of rotation that to generate the electricity with the help of the generator, and we have to store this electricity. So only main point is the huge amount of water is stored, so not used for water in this electricity, only the use the energy of the flowing water, that is the kinetic energy. So many water sources have never ending, it also well established and develop the source of the electricity. So that we want to see here the advantages of the hydro energy are. So first advantages is the cheap source of energy. So advantages of hydro energy. So first one is the cheap source of energy. So first main advantages, and that construction and installation, so cost of hydropower plant are high. However, once it set up the plant, its functional, the operation and maintenance cost is very low or extremely low. So the energy doesn't need to transform purified like fossil fuel, so it is virtually there is no production cost linked to the hydropower plant. So next one is the main advantages is the renewable sources. It is a renewable sources. It is a renewable sources, because we have to know that what is mean by renewable energy resources, that energy resources will be replenished or produced again and again in the nature. So that means the renewable energy means the energy can be used until the end of the time. Okay, and renewable energy is harnessed from source that is never ending, like for example sun, water, and wind energy. So the hydropower production, water is not used up, the hydropower technology only derive the energy of the moving water. So that's why it is main advantages is the it is renewable energy resource. Second one is the hydropower is the flexible. Third one is hydropower is flexible. Okay, so hydropower can be selected to meet variation in demands, so it is flexibility also we done when compared with other renewable energy resources like wind and the solar energy. So these energy resources are only available in the specific time, and wind energy is only available when it's windy, solar energy is only available when sun is shining water, and water on the other hand is constantly available and is used to cover the wind and solar when they are unavailable. Okay, so that's why hydro energy is the flexibility resource of energy, because many times it have generated to the with the help of the speeding of the water to harnesses the kinetic energy to generate the electricity. Now next one is the boost the electric grid. Boost the electric grid. Next advantages is the increases awareness of the area, increases awareness of the area. Okay, so increases awareness of area, that is one of the setting the hydropower plants, so increase the awareness areas nearby it, so focus the terms of the animal species and ecosystems of the surrounding areas. So this promotes enhanced to exploration of the study of the inhabitations, and this means they can be understood the facility of the better management. So next one is the peak of water storage slack. Peak of water shortage slack. Water shortage slack. So that water is naturally used to power businesses and homes, nonetheless in course of converting moving water into the energy, and rainwater is harvested and utilized the reduction of the susceptibility of both droughts and flood as well as. So that's why we want to construct the dams, and that dams with the help to recover or susceptibility or what assist in the reduction of the susceptibility of the floods. So next one is the environmental consequences. Cost of bill environmental consequences, so that the interruption in the natural flow of the water, there are many identified results that can affect the environment. Okay, so environmentally consequences, next one is the environmentally consequences, and we have to see here the cost of the disadvantages of this hydroelectricity. Cost of building is expensive. Cost of building is expensive. So that building power plant is expensive, so the hydroelectric power plants are not complicated to build. It may still require huge amount of money to begin with. So next one is may cost draft, so that electricity generation and energy prices are directly related to the amount of water available, so may cost dropped. So because that is the relation between the electricity generation from the hydropower plants, so that depends upon the how much amount of the water available, so that related to the amount of water is available, and a great possibility is available while the building of hydroelectric power plants is occurrence of the local drops, and the cost of energy and power are greatly influenced by the dry spell. So this is one of the disadvantages. Next one is the floods in the lower areas. Floods in the lower areas, so that local population in low-lying locations can become victims of the floods. So due to the possible strong water currents that might be released from the dam, and it can also affect the livelihood of the people living this area. Okay, so that means that if we construct dams is there, and if more huge amount of water is stored in these dams, or many rains is comes available in this area, so that have the create the situation of the floods. So that is the flood and in this reservoir, so that is main disadvantages. Next one is the shortage of the water supply. Fourth one is there shortage of water supply. So huge dams are built across the river in the countries, so that rich potential of hydroelectric power plants. So this can cause the interruption of the natural flow of the water from one direction to the another. Okay, so for example, we have to construct or dams in the hilly region, and more amount of rain is falling on this area, and below the area of these dams are depends on the this amount of the water. But if we have construct there is the dams, so dams these dams to restrict or to store this water, and that's why is trouble for the shortage of the water supply for this lower area. And when one location does not require too much water supply, it will be redirected to another place, and building dams in these areas can get the much needed water. And so however, it can cause the conflict the long runs when it is scarcity of the water supply in the particular areas. So these are the disadvantages of the hydroelectric power plantations. So first one is the cost of building is expensive. So that cost of building is expensive because this power plant installation want to amount of substantial amount of money, and they may cause the drop because the lower areas does not, or shortage of the water will become is there. Next one is the floods in the lower areas in the surrounding region of the reservoirs have to face these disadvantages, and shortage of the water supply, so that is outsider area of this reservoir, so more amount of water is stored in this reservoir or dams, so these people or this area will be face this problem. So next energy source is the solar energy source, will be see in the solar energy. So that Solar energy is derived from the sun, from the solar radiation. Solar energy is derived from the sun, from with the help of from the sun of solar radiation in the from the sun in the form of solar radiation from the sun in the help of solar radiation. So it is harnesses by either direct source such as solar cooker, solar system, solar dryer, solar cells, etc. So indirect source which are such as the biomass production, wind, tidal, these are. So the sun is 2.8 into 10 to the power 23 kilowatt per year, and the energy reaches on the earth is 1.5 into 10 to the power 8 kilowatt per year. So this idea about this solar energy and advantages and disadvantages will be see in the next lecture.